In the middle of the Conservative leadership, there's a new book out written by a Conservative called The Right Path. I read it. It should really be called The Book of Wisdom for Conservatives. The author joins me right now, Tasha Sheridan. Congratulations, first of all. It's usually political books are quite boring to me, but this one I was glued to because you are talking about not just the leadership, you're talking about how the Conservative Party can win. Tell us how.
Well, the Conservative Party can win in two respects. First of all, it has to pick a direction. It has to pick, right now it's divided between populism.
It's going in 2 or 3 directions.
Well, populism and conservatism are the two tracks that it's looking at. So it has to find a way to address populist issues, but as I say, hew true to its conservative principles, because those are the ones that it has to make appealing to the 3 cohorts that it needs to get in the next election, Stephen.
Tell us, what 3?
New Canadians, urban and suburban voters, and millennial and Gen Z. It has to do that because otherwise it will literally in the next decade disappear. Demographics are against it. You can't be simply based in the West or rooted in rural Canada. You have to expand your base. And the way to do that is to basically find the common thread for those groups. And I say the common thread is opportunity. Not freedom, not the kinds of things we're talking about.
Not equality.
Not equality, it's opportunity. Because that is what all these groups are seeking. They want the opportunity, better life for their kids. They want to be able to buy a house in the neighborhood they live in or they grew up in. And the kids want to be able to also navigate the world ahead of them. So that's what the Conservative Party needs to focus on. And there's a lot of stuff
that's exactly what Trudeau's always saying. I've got your back and we're making it more affordable.
But that's exactly...
He's not doing it, but he's saying that.
No, and he actually took the exact opposite tack. His tack was that government is your friend and we're going to make life better for you by just redistributing money from one group, the wealthier, to the middle class. What he actually did, and I show this in the book, he actually impoverishes the middle class. The middle class is not further ahead because they actually worked less because they had more transfers. And
so Tasha, how is a new leader going to impose that or get the party to follow what you're saying?
Well, I think
you have a good formula.
The new leader has to look, whoever the new leader is, has to look at the answers that are there for the issues that are mattering to people today. So affordability is a big one.
Yep.
You need opportunity to, like I said, be able to get ahead in this economy. They have to find a way to address populist concerns without slipping into the negatives of populism, because that is the danger for Conservatives. Every time in their history that they have gone the populist route, they've allowed the Liberals at least a decade of free rein because they've split. Can't afford to have that. So address the issues that people are upset about, but use conservative principles of free enterprise, family, equality of opportunity, not result, and that will galvanize voters. And I have lots of prescriptions. We have to read the book to see them all.
I read the book. I just don't want to take your time away from you. But it's out right now. But I'm going to come back in another time. We'll talk about populism. Tasha Sheridan, thanks very much.
Okay.
It's a good book. I read the comments that you leave after every show, and I get it. A number of you don't like my glasses. But a number of you saying, when we're asking for money, well, how much money does he need? I do not get a penny for doing this show. I do this show because I believe there has to be an outlet for discussion, analysis, news, Trudeau's $700,000 kitchen, and I wouldn't be there in the mainstream news. I'm asking for money because these guys behind the camera, the crew, they need to get paid to do their job. So, help us. Press subscribe, press PayPal.